ezo kandi turache kubasa kwantu kumaraho simaranga nimbabazi akwasa kusyatchi abahurire iki GNTV Sports Zone kandi umwanjuzi wayo ninye Barije Jasper Muhinda abinjira munyita baba so kutamburaho ahabwe inshonga y'ebyimzano turahamwe na King of Kings Church Loving God Loving You abino kushaba kwa burizo bakurga shamu kaga mpaka shamu 8 oguru kwetwa lunch hour tino kushaba kundi ukwaburu katano kandi okunoko kurarayo na yetwa overnight basa kutogitaho na Sunday totino kushaba kutandika shayive necho kaza kasheshe mpaka mwazyo arishaha 10 program yemyeto ya youth yememire Pastor Joshua Israel nebane shembayo aha church ya King of Kings Church basa kono togitaho ohindro magaragaho chizibwe kandi n'amagaragaho gahindruho King of Kings Church Loving God Loving You nekweterwa Bishop Dr. Cyrus Tayebwa na Bishop Nicola Tayebwa basa kono togitaho utunje byinji kandi program za church ndwa duseza live ampeo za GNTV Good News Broadcasting Services omuri 90.4 FM that is a Good News Farmer take a whole Good News Broadcasting Services AJG GNTV Good News Television tushanje amikutiyona ya karimagezi emikutumugita abantu the social media platforms omuri Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok hamwe na YouTube tugite urukose kigambo kimwe GNTV Uganda basa kutushanga yokwe kandi ino mukutu ogutakurugaho gwa live.gntvug.org omukutogwe no basa kutambula nagwe buli hangalyo niryo kuzamu no bana oleba GNTV live basa kutwegitaho tukiri n'abanywani bitu aba Big Chef Restaurant abarukushangwa kuriya umurembo rwa Mbarara off Chamugorani Road kuriya umuri Fort Koreb bine all the best cuisines in town bine cappuccino milkshake bine all kinds of juice kandi rigenda bakola sandwiches basa kubegitaho utunje deep fried chicken utunge pan fried chicken goat's meat basa kono utunga fish pan fried ningashi deep fried fish bine chips kandi bune buri kimwe cyona ijuka ngo binerusania ahabwa families imwe binabana bakutwara amashomero barabya Big Chef babahezo sania muri yenga family binerusania rw'abantu batano mukaga 10 ningashi 12 emyanya yo gukora birthday parties graduation kandi ahabe eriko basika that is a Big Chef Restaurant call manager Amos or you call Moses the delivery guy abase kubana kwegere yo kuriya umwiriro yawe ahaduka yawe ningashi ahamurima ho gukora basa kubikushanyisayo aba Big Chef Restaurant bakuja ngo they have the best cuisines in town basa kuba nubahika bakwere byo kuriya ebikuhereza amagara marunji mununga katandikiraho n'ibyimzano base kwa mbibaho muremo rwa Mbarara yishuka kugira ngo ahitwahika ntuburebero bice about 13 days to go tuine enaku 13 tukabasa kweganjura event the sporting event eri kusinga yo ku attracting abantu one of the biggest sporting events umurembo rwa Mbarara na yitwa Mbarara Corporate League kandi gineza kuja ebiro mwenda ebyo kwezi okwa kabiri Mbarara Corporate League negendera mu corporate social networking marketing brand exposure brand visibility kubasa kubana mu rucha interanta ninga talent development marketing and networking ebintu bikuru mbabi nemizano otirimo indoor games ludo draft mweso scrabble word puzzles babi nebyinji munonga otiremu na chess imabazani ba chess basa kwano hikayo wanonda imzano nkejo shika ngo hari imzano ndijo nka netball hari imzano nka volleyball na hari imzano nka football on all categories imzano actually tanchira open category that is categories za buri omwe 30 plus to in 35 plus the big boys category bona buri muntu wena nabasa kuzana imzaneji company zanyu muzirete muzibase kuba kandi niziyamba abakozi ba companies ezo kubasa kwamba kora amagaragabo kurunji munonga for health benefits babase kuba noreba nka aerobics that is a dance class erikubaho every outing mbabi ne dance class keje yo kureba screen yawe ningashi okubasa kukozisa amagaragawe gakaba marunji munonga kandi ayi tukweta corporate social networking koko kurebaho bwa memzano ke kumara kuwa ndiba twine okwegita tukamanya na tukaramukanya kandi tukashemerwa hamwe ijuka ngo na music and dance nabyo it's part of sport and basa kuba kandi bakweza entertainment eyacha ekikachona ekyo kwasa kwano etaga ekyo raende chona ekyambara ninge cyaheru nokishango muri Mbarara Corporate League. So information ejo nekwereka kugira ngo ebiri 17 bikuburayo tukabasa kuba ntugenda kuriya aharika cheka muri Mbarara Corporate League, one of the best and one of the most attracting western events sporting wise. Turebera kimwe kugira ngo Mbarara Corporate League niye korebyo ijuka ngo ntahari ukuhereze birabo at the end of the season bagabe birabo ahari yabo bakozere kurunji mnonga kandi company zona is participating mbazihereza awards at the end of the season. So ninyeta mwenda ngo mbase kwita company zanyu zihandikise ahita rugamba registration is going on mubase kwa nimwegita hari Benton abase kuba kandi nabasavinga since 2011 impakezo obuzitandika nchire banchi manyisa ngo experience bine nyinji yo kutebekanza sporting events no rebera kimwaho kugira ngo abeshongozi abamani baba yaho na mnongo opening ceremony tsakwa tu nabeshongozi bamani utakasa kwa noferwa ijo mu kacheka tubasekwe gita muri Mbarara Corporate League ahita rukugambira bine teams zisya izabase kwanze handikisa nka Bena Technical Services ninga Bena Tech bawase kwambe handikisa tubasekwa turebera kimwe kandi barakwakira teams zindi izabase kwanze gita Mbarara Corporate League for the season 2025 enshongezo nikweze merire reka turugari Mbarara Corporate League ebyasigara tsakwanje kuheza in our subsequent programs ningashi bulletins zirabase kubana zija ziratuyambe kumanya ebiri kuija omisho emzane ndijo tube twine yabishiki, that is the Western Region League Women Football impakezi second round ebiri yachika cheka kuriya omurembo orwambarira twasekwanje turi ba teams nyinji. By the way, there were about 6 teams izwezirimu Mporo Queens, SC Rwakamengo, tuwetunemu Boni Consili, kandi tuwetunemu Chigezi Young Simba Queens, tuwetunemu team ya Shigist ba abomba babiri bari team number 6 babasekwa mbijamba babantu abakabiri batunjira umwanya gwa kabiri mu mpakezi bwemwe kwasa kuzana na Boni Consili in the finals is season age abo kugira ngo turebere outing age nebaho Shigist basekwa ne ruzinga omuzano gwayo ogwa hamuheru ogumengo bayamba kuzo mu mpaka za FUFA Elite League niyo division ya kabiri omupira gwabishi ngo kutwine FUFA Big League abo mpira ogwabasigazi. Elite League ni division ya kabiri abo mpira gwabanyani bitu abishi ejo ni mwa goals izbasekwa nzinywa kuruga kuriya ari Boni Consili zikugendera kimwe kandi zikawasa kwanziyaho team ya Shigist kuriya omurika cheka tubasekwa turebera kimwe muzano kuba mu free kicks 3 kandi zone zibezi goals. Free kick bandize ebiri ya side ya Boni Consili kandi basekwa nenywa niba goal yo kubanza then Boni maida chikanche mnonga twareba Shigist eri kubasa gukora equalizer kandi nayebere free kick uza kwa nojirebera kimwaho ombeshani. So turebere goals ezo ziri kuja zona zo free kicks even na goal ya kashatu ninja nojireba ha screen ebasekwa nenywa ahabwa side ya nyoni bita ba Boni Consili girls babasekwa batiba goal ejo bakora bara mu kusumara ekishobyo eri kweta free kick bito mzano guhire goals ibiri ahari yemwe ejo ni free kick basekwa netumara amani kitoka bahazi ba Shigist kandi abo rembo rwambarira tukabasa kuba maskon gatwa akokuzo mu Elite League but tugambira n'abatendechi na mnonga nko wa Shigist ayindi byabasekwa na tugambira coach Mutabaruka abasekwa na tujati mu mpira ko kuguba ntazana team zibiri kandi emwe hariyeze ine kusinga nabo cyagize ngo team ya Shigist neza garuke nyuma kubasa kuba neyetereza ikabasa kuba ne qualifying for Elite League aba next season abo kureba screen abana babishabo bashatu ariho Arinda Kafufu Otireho na Swifa ningashi nduhukire bakabasa kwamba kosema ni minji mnonga okuzana umuzanogwe B2 hakabaho enshobe ibiri ezalisiriho goalkeeper izarigiremu goals ibiri izabanyani bitu aba Boni Consili norebera kimwe group eje tekera maju bari mbashaba abanyani bita aba Boni Consili bwanyuma kuhangura umuzanogwe goals ibiraruyemwe bakateka maju basa kwamba shabe sapuri mnywani wanchi koko kubimanya ibyo by'ompire biba bitanguhi. So niko cyabasekwa kitambura kuri mu rembo rwambara reka tuhure coach Mutabaruka atugambire kuyabasekwa nari mu mpira okwe.
Results went like that. The team wasn't bad. Also, my players were also okay. But of course, when you play two, one must win. That's how it is. So it all went well, and we are okay with the results.
Coach, how are you planning for the next season?
We are going to plan well. We have seen our errors. We are going to play.
All right. Thank you so much for
Our coach we played the game with Boni Consili. The results went like that. The team wasn't bad. Also, my players were also okay. But of course, when you play two, one must win. That's how it is. So it all went well, and we are okay with the results.
Coach, how are you planning for the next season?
We are going to plan well. We have seen our errors. We are going to correct them.
All right. Thank you so much, coach.
Ogwe kandi ni coach Mutabaruka awa team ya Shigist B2 team eji netekwa mwe center engineer Gilbert tekaho engineer Agre, engineer Hashim, engineer Coleb na Dr. Felix wateka mwe center team ya Shigist bawasa kwamba maintaining for the last 5 years na abwecho ndoya chimo kujango mpira gwa bishicho muri burenje rwizoba na mnongo murembo rwambara aho nho gwahika bagereza ho emirundi ebiri kukureba team ejo is composed of nduhukire Swifa Ejang Masi ndoya chimwe na Tukunda Jacinta ninga KDB Arinda gunorebera chimwe Wilma noreba akankwasa Christine kandi torebera chimwe kujango binimu the likes of Madina kandi nabantu binji munonga bali yaho otiremo ayibazibwe Desire otireho na binji munonga abasekwambe guitar teamage Kafufa aliho Sharifa torebera chimwe abishibinji abasekwamba zano mpira ali team beat mnwani wanje the likes of Truth the likes of Bonita basekwa kandi teamage mbagisiyaho aheri kukureba abana babishicabo mbazano muzano okwebijere ogwompira twasa kwantu gambaho na coach ningashi national team coach urukwetwa Sherry Bottas Ulanda akajebya tugambera tsakwantu bikweta in our subsequent programs abo kujango arebe talanta nyinji munonga umuri burenje rwizoba yatushaba kujango tugwete documenting talents tukumentu zereka anka ha television kutuya social media tubase kubantu supporting abana babishicaba kujango bundi nabo bakarugamu abazani a national team material kujango babase kwetwa a national team egihanga tsakwantu kwetele bigambo bya Sherry Bottas Ulanda katumuhure turebe ukwara kutugambira mpira ogwa burenje rwizoba na munongo mbana babishije
towards something, getting the goals to. Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, thank you for Mbarara region to have me to come to this tournament. Hopefully, it will happen every year so that we can work towards something, getting the goals to improve. I've seen quite a few good players during the past 3 days. Players with good potential. We also had players already in the under-17 national team when we played Namibia, players from Boni Consili, players from Reens were already in the under-17 national team. So I wanted to come and have a look at the players that went to Tanzania to the CAF under-17 integrated women's tournament. So I wanted to see for myself because obviously we could watch the games via link, but I wanted to see are they really on that level, the fact that they've now played against Kenya. So but so far I'm happy with what I've seen so far.
All right, thank you, coach. Coach, tell us exactly what Western region has to do so that it can have much representation at the national level. Like we have seen Central producing more players, especially the team that you handle, that is at the national level.
Well, I think it's not just in the Western and the Central regions. I think in all the regions in Uganda, I really think that the girls have to play more. They've got to play more matches in order to be more match fit and to be able to play 90 minutes. We had some players in the under-17 national team now against Namibia, and surprisingly, some of them have never played 60 minutes before. So those are challenges that we need. Players become better decision makers, they become technically better, their vision improves more, they become more intelligent, football intelligent in the game if they play more matches. So I would like to encourage the coaches that when they do rotations, because of their numbers are big, make sure the girls can play at least 90 minutes per match so that they can constantly compete at that level. You know, so it's very difficult to bring them to national camp and they can play only for 20 minutes, they can only play for 40 minutes. So Kenya is waiting for us, for sure. That's one of the reasons why I'm here, to look for stronger talent. We had an amazing talent of talented players when we played against Namibia, but we need a little bit more Kenya has the advantage. They've gone to the World Cup. They've played 3 top countries, which was England, Mexico, and Korea, DPR. So they have forceful players, more powerful. And so now I need to keep some of the ones that played against Namibia and the ones that I've selected now during these 3 days and add them a little bit to that squad so that we can solidify the team. And hopefully we will stand a chance to get a good result against Kenya.
All right, thank you, Coach. Now a little bit optimistic. I would want to ask you if your plans now at the moment are for taking Uganda, especially the girls, to the World Cup. The fact that you've produced good results against Namibia, for example, what are your targets like for Uganda?
Well, the target always is to qualify for the World Cup. I think first and foremost that's our target. We started against Namibia. I just don't want the people to get carried away about the 10-0 and the 8-1 scores against Namibia, because Kenya is totally the opposite. They've got an advantage, like I said, being to the World Cup. They're tactically stronger. I could see their ball orientation, the way they shifted towards the ball. I could see how they were overloading the midfield, overloading the zones, and they have more experienced players. But the aim would always be to qualify for the World Cup. So this is our stumbling block. And I don't want to think too far ahead, but that would always be any coach's objective, is to qualify for the World Cup. But we have to deal with Kenya first. And they've already in camp. I've just been told this morning. They're already in camp. Our camp will start most probably in the next 2 weeks. And then we will work on certain aspects of the game to prepare the girls and in all the phases of play, as well as
the national team, the national female team coach, the Crested Cranes, Ogonom Tende Chikandi, Rukutendeka, abana babishiki aha national level. Abasekwana tujati omuriburenje bizo na Munonga Mbarara mwine talanta nyingi Munonga nabo cyo mutekwa ku making sure ngo mwaguma ni supporting talanta izina Munonga abaziri mu supporting abana banyu babishiki bari kuzana umupira kandi ogwebikire babasekurwa abantu bo mugasho babase kutunga kandi nabo national collapse ba representing ningasho bajokere ihanga ryabo mu mizano kandi iyo mpira gwebikire. So tugambire no mutende cyogwe byatsoborere wabhurira yasakwana tujati na nekindi wise mu rubenje rwizoba kwerebera bibatura mbagamba kugira ngo rubenje rwizoba manati mwine talanta manati mwine kiyaja mu talanta ziriyo ku rubenje rwizoba. That's what she said. Nabwo itasimire umutindo gwabishicaba aba team zone zibenze participating yaje nabakwa kwa bari yo ko mbyaro bije kandi nekindi atugizere ngo utakwenda tucamuke Munonga tutekateye ngo tuza kuzo mu World Cup y'abana bari under 17 abo kugira ngo tukatera ihangara na Namibia goals 10 omurubusha aho umuchayi na Kivubo War Memorial Stadium eshuminche ehingwire. So bigambo bya Sherry Botes Ulanda nabwo echo message njya mwagitunga kurunji Munonga oyire hebyo twineho transfers ziri mu zigenda kimwe kando misho na Munongo muyangariti cya Uganda umusigazo uri kumanywanka Alpha Thierry Sari ogukanda mutabani w'umwe shongoze ranganwa uri kumanywanka Moses Sari abinje mu kumanyanka Bebe Cool iri anyomwe bazyo abasekona ate ko mukono ahandagano y'emyaka 2 omuteam ya NEC Football Club kandi jinezano mpaka za FUFA sometimes Uganda Premier League. Alpha Thierry Sari kandi hona wabasekuzanda omuteam ya Proline Academy akawasa kwana zando omuteam ya Arsenal Academy kuria omuri Bungereza akawasa kwana garuko mu Hungary akazanda team ya Express Football Club bito bwa hati atiro mukono ahandagano y'emyaka 2 kuria omuteam ya NEC Football Club kandi umurembo rwa Kampala izo bari nyuma abazyo abasize kuba nayanjurwa kandi na team ya Express Football Club mukwano gwabanje babase kwamba jinda ahamikutu yabo ya social media baja ngo wish you all the best. Alpha Thierry Sari Alpha Thierry abase kwana joininga team ya banyani bita ba NEC Football Club kandi jine tende kwa omutende coach Hussein Mbalangu wabase kwana rga team ya Mbarara City eshuminche ya kwire ninga shi seasons nkibire nyuma akabasa kwana joininga team ya NEC ubwa hati NEC nekora kurunji Munonga njimanji mesango Alpha Thierry Sari yaza kushanga yo abanyani bitu nka Paul umuchorezi abase kuba kandi na guitar experience n'abasigazi nkaba Rashid Toha abase kuba nashanga abasigazi nkaba Tembo Ibrahim wabase kuba na team ya Mbarara City. So nturebera kimwe kugira ngo Alpha Thierry Sara taking step atutungire wao ebishani ari kwasa kuba nagize kujagoringa akapira bwanyuma yo kwasa kumwanjura kuriya ari Philip Omondi Stadium omurugogo agonamakaga abanywani bitu aba Neck Football Club kandi bagasharinga hamwe na team ya Kampala Capital City Authority kandi abigiye mu kumanyaka KCCA. So nibasharinga chai njya norebera kimwe bayimba mwanjura abasize kuba najagoringa mpira yatureka ngo ine talent. This guy is totally talented but he is still young. Umuntu w'imyaka 21 norebera kimwe kugira ngo akiyumwana muto munonga kine byinji byo kwasa kuba nayereka. That was a challenge yatwiro mu misho g'abanyamahurire abasize kuba nakora 50 Jaguars bimo bakunda kuchallenginga Jaguars 50 akapira kukando jwine kito za burizo zo kushamukiramu zitari zo kuzandamwe mpira noreba kimwe nk'umuntu ogo aine total complete skill. So nturebera kimwe Alpha Thierry Sari akwasara mahurire akurigizo ganyimwe abazyo ijuka ngo akabasa kuba naza humuyangari ya Busipana njaho no harebera kimwe obeya yari kuriya omuteam ya CD Espanyol omuyangari ya Bufaransa ayabi atayire kandi abascout bakabasa kwamba mutware kugira ngo ajaganire hona bamwe ari bakama bakira beji. So nturera kimwe kugira ngo agacho muyangeri yabasa kubona shining ngende gano y'imyaka 2 na team ya Neck Football Club kandi tokamanya ishayona RCD Espanyol mbaza kuba kandi kuriya nabamwatchinga baza kuba bamutire herisho ry'amana ubu tokamanya kaza nda omu Europe na mnongo muyangeri kumanyo mpira mnonga kuriya omuri Buspana. So inshongezo nikwezemerire munywani wanje omukatare akukuhanisa abazani ebyo byabikiryaho onyikirize nkutwarira kimwe kuriya omumotoka zempaka itubetwine kandi eshuminche hingwire emotoka zempaka mu Rembo rwa Mbarara ezesirwe RUKAARI Motor Rally 2025 impakezi nzo zibirenziguraho calendar ya abo mwaka 2025 kandi kubegwe mu kubanza ko kutumwe impaka za National Rally Championships zukuvugirwa kunuya Murembo rwa Mbarara na Munonga muri Mwesgwa Resort Hotels omuri Kibega ijuka kugira ngo empakezi aziterwa mamani omukuru kumanywanka Honorable Dr. Mwesgwa Robert RUKAARI kandi abasekwa nakore cyamani kutweze empakezi abo kwazire kizonjire na Munonga aby'uburambuzi cyite tourism omucyanga kitu cha Ankole na Munongo Murembo rwa Mbarara abashubuzi batunje mu sente nyingi Munonga abantu myinji nkuyanja no barebera kimwe bakaba baryaho omuri Kibega bakwasa kwa bareba abavuji b'imotoka z'impaka bamani abavuji b'imotoka akaba harimo 84 no kurengamo beat bakabi bebembirwe Moses Lumara Gurumara kawasa kwa na hangure 2028 kandi akangure mirundi by the way impakezi is a two-time champion that is Rumara akabasa kwa nangure pakezi ntumujwe 2028. I think that's when I remember him. Tubase kwa nturebera kimwe kandi binji munonga otiremu nkasodo aine sodo kaguta base kwa navuga motoka natangaza abantu binji tubase kwa ntureba Sebuguzi ndanorebera kimwe ekishanecho Ronald Sebuguzi base kuba kandi navuga motoka zempaka na shamaza abantu Yasin Mutebi Yasin Nasa Mutebi babase kwa bariyahu bakora kimwe kandi by'amani munonga twase kwa ntureba bavugi kurwo mu burengero rwizoba abari mu Christopher Katera atwase kwa ntureba Odion no muvugi kurwo mu burengero rwizoba bite bitamburiye kurunje akabasa kuba natomera kandi umuntu akargaru gute basa kwa natomera umuntu twase kwa ntureba kimwe bavugi na munongo mwana wo mushiki orukumanyenkwa Doreen Asimwe naza rwo mucyanga cya kaberebere kandogu. By the way tukakura hamwe, she is one of those girls bakiri batototo tukura bitu kuri muri Katereza Ruganda Rwampara turebera kimwe Doreen Aizere yabasa kwa navuga impakezi kandi natunga yone berabo amarire umuryabo abakutunga berabo na munongo mu category yo kwasa kuvuga emotoka z'impaka na munongo mbacyara. Turebere Dr. RUKAARI arakugambaho bwanyima yo kweza impakezi kandi hamukoro go kugaba ebirabo ine byinji byatugambire kandi yasima bona abashagikire impakezi otiremu Moses Ulmala kandi abasa kuba kandi na jati empaka ezi tukyongera kuzitunga abo kugira ngo ariyo nashaba akwataganiza n'ekibiina ekya FMU Federation of Motorsport Uganda kugira ngo baturetere empaka eza Pearl of Africa Rally Championships empaka eza champion ba Africa yona tubase kuba tuziriba aha mu kwezi kandi okwa katano nahabwe ekyo abanyambarira mwetebekanise kandi mushajike Dr. Rukari abase kuturete empaka ezo gundo murundi abo kugira ngo empaka ezi kuzikuje mu cyanga kitu nito turi kutungamo reka tubanze tuhure Dr. Rukari aide byakugamba amukoro go kuhereza eberavu.
Very much our master of ceremonies, my honorable colleague, Honorable Akena, and the president of FMU, the vice president Haji Gombe, and your team of executive, our main sponsor Haji Rumara, team chairman present here, the rally drivers and your navigators and your support teams. On behalf of Mbarara City North, on behalf of NRM as a member of SEC, we can't thank you enough, but let us clap our hands to thank you, all of us. Mr. President, the government of NRM, tourism is among the topmost activity that can bring revenue to government and to Ugandans. What you have done for us, you have developed Ankole, and us as leaders, we shall support you at any cost. The funds of Mbarara, of the neighboring districts, we thank you for your good discipline in following safetyness of FMU. Mr. President, we are ready to host the Pearl of Africa. As I conclude, how I wish we had very many Rumaras of this world to support motorsport. Mr. Rumara has challenged many entrepreneurs in this country. If we can have corporate companies, individuals to support the sport, we would encourage, we would have more funds, we would have more rally drivers, and Uganda would be even very high in motorsport because of your support. So I urge you to support FMU. Last but not least, our people, this I heard the MC mention it, this area is renowned as the land of milk and honey. Enjoy this Western Uganda, enjoy Ankole, and we are ready to see again. May God bless you.
Right. That is Honorable Dr. Mwesigwa Robert Rukari. We have nagamba kukuria amukoro gwabasekwa kandi nuguhendera emotoka zempaka ezikuria omu Lakeview Regency Hotel. Nturebera kimwe kugira ngo binji bakaba ari amukoro ogu otire mu president wa Federation of Motorsport Uganda urukumanywa nka Jimmy Yakena na wakabasa kubana Jimmy Yagamba Lumara yakabasa kubana we nagamba former champion kandi umwari yaba bashagikira impakezi ishuka ngo abena celebrating emyaka nkaga kandi na nyina abena jaguza emyaka 9. So tuberebera kimwe legendary calendar year opening event kuriya omuri Lakeview Regency Hotel. So tukabasa kuba tutunga kandi ebigambo kurugwa Lumara reka tumuhure turebe icyaro kugamba.
To talk a lot, but that was spicy for the sport. I remember that day we drove to Mbarara. Charles Mohanji, because he was a member of Mbarara Motor Club, amongst the sections we drove, he chose a section that passes his home. The road he knew so well that even without space notes, he would win it. By then, he was an African champion. So he had a trophy he got when he became an African champion. He said, I'm naming this
stage, Mohanji stage, and I'm giving this trophy. Whoever wins will take this trophy. Because he knew he would win it back. But unfortunately, Charlie won it. So, I would request we have a Charles Mohanji section. That event, I had malaria because my challenge those days was only Charlie. I never used to say that I can beat Charles Mohanji, I can beat Emmanuel Kato, I can beat Karim LG, but deep down in my heart, I knew I would beat them. So my only challenge was Charles Lubega. So because I had malaria, I lost so much time. We had a bunching somewhere. I don't remember where exactly it was. So I was fourth. Charlie Lubega was first. Chip Adams was second. Charles Mohanji was third. I was lying fourth because those were the big boys then. So as we went for bunching, bunching is whereby you stop all the cars, then get positions as who has won the previous section, because you might be car number one, but when you bunch, if good, after doing good time, you go in front. So as we went bunching, the COC came and said, Charlie Lubega is leading, Chipper Adams was number 2. We were so close with Charlie. After every section we would sit, we would compete seriously when in the cockpit, but when we were out of the cars, we were so close. They would ask me, how have you been? How have you driven? You've driven so good. And so after the bunching, Charlie Lubega went first. Chip Adams was coming second. And then Charles Mohanji used to complain a lot. May he so rest in peace. I was such a Wanziba. He used to complain a lot that they're cheating. Of course, there was some cheating here and there, because I was also one day cheated. Someone beat me 2 minutes in a kilometer of in a section of 3 kilometers. They beat me by 2 minutes. So Charles Mohanji is a buddy, and he told me, I was such Japan, but Mukutuba. How could they make such a time? So when I was talking to Charlie, I told Charlie, you have to win this event. Take care of Chipper. And I told Charlie, until Charles Mohanji Mondekere, I'll take care of him. Because even though I was sick, I would not allow Charles Mohanji to win me, because I just no. At least I will roll it. So as we set off, I became a friend to Charles Mohanji. I was such jabo, but Mukutuba.
Basawo ne banyabo mwe bali kujja kusabikako mukulu wange Agirumala. Amazima gali nga bayogedde nti y'omu ku bansikiriza nga bweyagala olunaku nali mu didis ne mulaba nga naye muntu nomusobola, naye nabandi sibyangu nga nange ngenzeemu kyeyankola katono bangatta emirundi ena nebansi sibyangu. Mukulu Haji sebo tuyanza ntuyanzege kyokoze tekikoleka. Bannange tumwe engalo ffenna ez'awamu. Bannange nsooka okutuukuza kwange petroleum ebamu kubataddemu ssente SMK Tires. Bw'ogula emipiira gya SMK Tires oba oli ku buwanguzi. Nze ebyenkola ya SMK Tires emipiira gyegyo, so abali wano mugigule. Omukulu Lomamoto sebo tuyanza nnyo tuyanzege ekikopo kikino teke mu office sebo nsaba neyimete eddako wadde sagala ompe embala yokka yokka laali eddako edda Masaka tubeere ffenna. Nkakasa omwaka guno ngwagala nze bampita sitya buwumbi sita bisodde era wenjogera saawa zino omusota mukufu gulidde obukene bwonna mukufu nnyo sebo haji tuyanza nyo tuyanzike otuke bulungi.
Overall, driving car number 28, Haji Amir Kavuma, co-driven by Kenneth Kavuma, driving a Subaru Impreza with a total time loss of 1 hour, 34 minutes, 07.6 seconds.
The crew of Haji Amir Kavuma, Haji, all the way from Waise, Old Trafford. Mwana we Waise, atakula bahaji mukama wange ha awagamba bugambi alhamdulillah yamukoledde ekintu Haji Amil. Thank you. The crew of Haji Amil Kavuma. Thank you.
Driving car number 7, Edward Chirumira, co-driven by Monica Biruinho, driving a Toyota Corona with a total time loss of 1 hour, 31 minutes, 38 seconds.
The crew of Team aka Mayweather. He's being sponsored by Starbucks, and the lady herself, as we celebrate women in sport. Abachala bawanguzi. It's an MP poster boy. Team Mayweather. Gari muserika ngetusumbu wakato. Alina Monica, by the way, he's being sponsored by Starbucks, so the energy. So without them, really, it's always been tough for you to be in this sport. Right. Thank you.
That was the event. Kando kwemikoro ya wasekwane itambara kulia omuli Lakeview Regency Hotels omuli Mbarara. Tukawasakwa nterera kimwe bavugibe mpaka bingi munonga barukora ebyamani betu kubyagire kwendera Posiano Rwakataka ningashi owa team mafu niwe yabasekwa nahangure pakezo kabasa kuba nasinga bagenzibe tukarebe motoka izabe zirimu ayine sodo kaguta kandi kabana natakukana na Yasin Nasa izimbo emotokezo zikachamara abantu munonga kuriya omuri Kibega na munonga mu section ya double circuit kaza kwanturebera kimwe amnyani wetu Kevin Bebeto omwana muto ogunwabe nasinga obuto omumpakezo kandi munywani wa Patra bakawasa kwa navuga motoka wa Simba Rally team akasa navuga motoka zempaka kandi na chamura abantu Christopher Katera na wakachamara abantu kurunji munonga in fact talking about abantu abavuje kunje motoka zempakezi the likes of Aine Sodo Kaguta, Yasin Nasa, Otireho na Nasa Mutebi bakawasa kwamba bavuge motoka kandi bacamara munonga abantu tukarebera kimwe team kuruga kure muri hangari ya Rwanda yabirere mu Regis team ya Regis ejo ikabasa kuba nefu nobuzibu ubaye bavuga double circuit motoka yabo ikabasa kugira kuya yekwata yaremwa okushohoza murro anyway yaremu kupikinga n'ukutugamba murro nitekateka mutakaja ngo ekasya no so niko byabase kwa mbigenda abantu kurga mu Rwanda bakaba bariyo tubarabasize kubamba maraho race did not finish DNF umurime rwe motoka zempaka jangu did not finish DNF so niko byabase kwa mbigenda kutwagira mu section ya mama ninga shi mama section side ya kuriya umurisanga kimwe Posiano Rwakataka ari gukora kimwe kuba abantu ari kubasiga tukarebera kimwe kandi emotoka zempakezi ba Ronald Sebuguze bari kwizera kandi enyuma ya Rwakataka tukarebera kimwe Odion tushabe guno mwana witu wa akabasa kuba natunga obuzibu emotoka ye karga ruguto yabasa kuba negira omuntu yatomera but ebintu babiro kandi abantu twine kwasa kwa tuzahare n'enguto imotoka z'empaka iziraze kuraba tuzehare bantu mwe tugume tuzehare tuzirebere kuriya hare munonga so niko byagenzere Rukari National Rally Championships muri Mbarara niko zagenzere weekend ehwire nabwo ico mukurikiyeyo muri Kibega mukurikiyeyo Sanga mukurikiyeyo mu mikoro yona ibiririyo kosha nyumwe bazyo ningashi nyumwe bazyo kuri mu Lake View. Alright, ejo ni National Rally nko yabasakwa na agenda nchiriza nkutware kuriya umumpaka za English Premier League mbasa kwereka kugenda kimwe kuriya umisho nyine English Premier League table baze no reba tebeji ne yereka ngo Arsenal iri mu cyakangaye kan team ya Liverpool Liverpool eje basekwa na irisa karungu bine mbasaka za kuzana mu defense akwetwa Virgil van Dijk abasekwa na akore byamani uzakwa no rebera kimwe byamani bihe byakoze but then twine gamba team ya Leicester City turebere team ya Leicester eri kusinga Tottenham Hotspur kan Ruud van Nistelrooy tene chwa team ya Leicester City aljereyo yagira ati kibe cy'iki cyamani kwasa kwa tusinga Leicester kan na goals twa basa kwa Troy aljereyo yabasa kuba najihamba kuhangura against Tottenham Hotspur birogwe kubase kubana Van Dijk na yongera kubasa kuba kandi umutindo gwenu kuza ahigura mununga ntsa kuba turebera kimwe kujango na team ya Manchester nyumwe bazyo kuriya muri Craven Cottages omakagabanywa bitu aba Fulham ebase kwane korebya man mnonga Leandro Martinez gukanenza wa Argentina ni defender abase korwe kuteba golo ya kabiri team ya Manchester United beat goreje eberiyo buhanguzi bari kusinga team ya Fulham omakagayo aga Craven Cottages turebere incident turebere moments incidents nyingi mnonga zibizigyo mu muzanogo turebere Alexander Iwobi okando mfirika urukuzando mu team ya Fulham akabasa kwana rwo mu team ya Arsenal abase kugizo munonga kutera shots powerful B to Andre Onana yabasa kwana savinga izindi za heru turebere Adama Traore okukanda kargo mu team ya Wolverhampton Wanderers bitishwa kugira ngo agerezeho munonga kubasa kwana nda kuteba team ya Manchester ibintu byabasa kuba nibikora kurunji nugenda kurunji mu misho kuko abateka tekire turebere munyanuti Bruno Fernandes Shida Silva ukanenza ya Portugal abasize kuba nayamba umutindo gwa Manchester United kuza ahigurizo ba eri nyuma bazyo kana no mutendeche uruko manywanka Ruben Amorim abasize kuba narwo nagira ati ebyo nibyo tutorokerire kubasa kuba ntukora kubasa kuba ntuhangura kimushemize munwa kubasa kuba kandi nibahangura kuko bano rebera kimwe ebijiro mu Premier League kandi Amorim agambere nibyo byagize ati great support from our fans not a great game but let's take the feeling and work really hard tomorrow. We need to win the next one. Ogwabari Ruben Amorim umutende wa team ya Manchester United akujati umuzaro tukuba asekuba mugotangura no kuba imbabaza bitu nibyo bakwende ibyo ubahagizi bw'amani ku rwo team umubahagizi wa team ya Manchester United bacitaga munonga turebere kimwe nagira ati nitutaka kuhangura endijo mizano eri kwija so enshonga za Manchester United nikoze merire bitu ko kubano reba hatebo bitubika batamburiye kurungi bakiryo kwansi nitagataka kugira ngo abahagizi ba Manchester bona bagarukiremo amasiko go kugira ngo baza kuhangura bwanyuma yo garuko mwanya gwa 12 atebo niko yemerire team ya Liverpool ebembere ubone atana na bushatu kan team ya Arsenal bonero anana mushanju cyo kimanyisa kugira ngo bonero munyana wanje mukaga bukiriya goal difference kandi bakira hari munonga babasinga goals 10 Liverpool nesinga Arsenal goals 10 mu difference aboko bari abine ashatu nishatu abine abinishatu Nottingham Forest yayisa karungu yasigaro mwanya gwa kashatu no bonero 80 nabona kan team ya Manchester City yijane garo mutoruguru no bonero anana kamwe kandi bine goal difference 10 na mushanju Newcastle United yasigaro mu gwa katano bonero 80 kan Chelsea umugwa mukaga bonero 80 team ya Bournemouth umugwa mushanju bonero 80 Aston Villa ubonero ashatu na mushanju Anorebera chimu kujangu Brighton and Hove Albion obona shatu nabona team ya Fulham eriyo mwanya gwe 10 obona shatu na bushatu kan team ya Brentford omugwe 11 obona ashatu na kamwe team ya Manchester United nejaho mwanya gwe 12 obona 29 bwanya mzano 23 so United nebanjwa goals na Crystal Palace jena no bonera na mushanjo kan team ya West Ham nebanjwa goals 16 no bonera na mushanjo team ya Spurs ninga Tottenham ejero mwanya gwe 15 no bonera nabona mwenda kandi noreba in goals mwenda team ya Everton omugwi 16 cyo kugira ngo Everton ibase kuba munywani wanje netungo mutende kimusya uri kumanyonka David Moyes wabe yabatendekere kisanja kimwe akabasa kwa nazo mu team ya West Ham, Manchester United bitagarikira yo hati mu team ya Everton. Leicester City bwanyuma yo kubasa kuhangura against Tottenham omutende cyo Ruud van Nistelrooy kuba yamba babase kwamba zo mwanya 17 no bonero 17 kandi mu 18 mu team ya Wolverhampton Wanderers no bonero 16 Ipswich Town yasigara mu 19 no bonero 16 kandi team ya Southampton yo babemba tereza kukome byabo kugaruka kuriya mu championship abo kubenshonga tsabatamburire kurunje washanga bwanyuma y'imzana 23 no bonero 16 iki kiba kimanyisa ngo no bakuhangura imzane yasigara hati imzana 23 wiyaho imzano 28 iki kiba kimanyisa ngo imzani 15 ya ekuba yasigara nibambetaga kuhangura obonero bushatu bitu turishwa kugira ngo basa kuhangura bona izo nzoshonga za English Premier League nhoza hika turebere okushana kwa results nyomwe wazabire cyafayo results za English Premier League ezibira hamundu gwa 23 zibire nizishana na results za English Premier League ya season age obwetandika aha match day 1 reka turebe results sezo team ya Manchester United ikawasa kuba kane singa team ya Fulham itateberemu opening match B2 na nyomwe bazyo United esingire Fulham itateberemu tukareba Arsenal iri kutera team ya Wolverhampton goals ibira haribusha umuzano gwa bandize B2 na no mu weekend hwire Arsenal eti Wolverhampton Wanderers ebasise kuba ne the same result ntora chimo kugira ngo results zone na Ipswich Town results zone zibiri ho nyimwe bazyo zibirinze shana repeat of results no zebera kimwe kugira ngo United ekatera Fulham goli mwa haribusha ebiro 16 byo kwezi okwa 8 season ejeri kutandika bit na nyimwe bazyo egitire goli mwa haribusha inja no reba Ipswich Town bakagitera goals zibira haribusha buriya round 1 kandi hati Liverpool egitire golo ina ariyemwe Arsenal ekatera Wolverhampton Wanderers goals zibiri aharibusha bit kosha nyimwe bazyo Arsenal tire Wolverhampton Wanderers goal emwe aharibusha Brighton and Hove Albion ekatera Everton goals ishatu aharibusha bit kandi eribire ho kosha nyimwe bazyo Everton hindukine Brighton yamutera gole mwa haribusha Bournemouth na Nottingham bakagwa makaze mwa hariyemwe konka Bournemouth nyimwe bazyo hindu yatera Nottingham gole itana haribusha Newcastle ekasinga Southampton na gole mwa haribusha B2 kubugire kwija umupira gwa 23 Newcastle yatera Southampton gole shota hariyemwe West Ham ikawasa kuba nesingwa team ya Aston Villa goals ibira hariyemwe B2 weekend hwire bagwire makazi gole mwa hariyemwe Brentford ikawasa kuba nesinga Crystal Palace na goals ibira hariyemwe opening match kandi kosha nyamwe bazyo Crystal Palace still gachere yatirwa goals ibiri ahariyemwe kutewa Brentford Leicester ekawasa ko Man City ekawasa ko banetera team ya Chelsea goals ibiri aharibusha konka kubugire kwija mu weekend hwire Man City yawasa ko banesinga team ya Chelsea na goals shatu ahariyemwe Leicester kagwa makazi na Tottenham umupira go kubanza konka nyumwe bazyo Leicester etire banyoni bita ba Tottenham goals ibiri ahariyemwe so habirimo kushana kwa results sezo ndora kimwe kugira ngo empira ibiri tangu himnywani wanje Virgil van Dijk uje kwasa kwa no mureba abo kugira ngo akoze record yakore bya fayo ndora kimwe byinji mnonga ibire weekend jo Premier League Kyle Walker guno muzani wa team ya Manchester City abasekwana igita aha team ya AC Milan ninga Associato Calcio Milan umuyangalia Italy hachibanja mpora ninga Cheteron kanto ebere omuzana kumanyunka Anthony Brazil alikuruga mu team ya Manchester United ko kwegita team iyo muyangalia Buspana bita binji bajangu ajire kwakahakana hamwe na banyani bitu nka Julian Alvarez uguna uyangalia Argentina kuri mu South America kan rivals when it comes to international football so tutakorebera kimwe kandi Anthony ariko basa kuba na igarura busia bitagire Spain ahalone akurga team ya Manchester United kateje turi ko arase kwa na performinga kugira ngo bakamugarura aha team ya Manchester United twakora hamwe na producer Isaac one of the youngest producers in town yakora kurunji mnonga bitu twatuna bagenzi bitu aba Big Chef Restaurant abakushanga mu Fort Collab off Chamgoran Road umurembo rwa Mbarara they have the best cuisines in town utakayiba kugira ngo Nyakazoba hariho kushabaha King of Kings Church okwa Miracle Monday kuzara bishayi 10 mwezi okushabokwe nikuza kutandika nyongera kusima bagenzi banje bikora nabaha GNTV the likes of Ariana K one of my friends that is GNTV at 12 Edgar Akampa you guys are doing a great job Clinton Nahabwe you guys are doing a great job Ruhango kuma atakumira sente abankumirira Nyakazoba murare kurunje